Thanks so much for stopping by at the Peppered Peach today. We're going to be making something from Magnolia Cookbook Volume Number 1. It's something that I've made and love, and everyone loves it, and that is the mushroom, spinach, and Swiss cheese quiche. Now, in this case, I'm not going to use Swiss cheese. I'm actually going to use gruyere, so you can yell at me, but everything is delicious. It is a winner. So we have everything here. Let's get started. All right, so our first step is to cut up some onion. So we're using a white onion, and we just need about a half a cup. In the meantime, I just turned on the stove and I put in 2 tablespoons of butter so that it can get nice and melty. So by the time I'm done chopping this up, we can head right over to the stove. And we are using Baby Bella mushrooms. And I got them so they're already nice and sliced, and I don't have to do anything else. So I'm taking the lazy route today in getting this. But sometimes I can't find Bella's fully, not chopped. So that was my only choice this time. Or you would have seen me chopping them away. Here we go. We got just about, maybe a little bit more than a half a cup, but that's okay, I think. A little more. Actually, I'll be a good student today since I'm not using Swiss and using gruyere. Half a cup. All right, let's head over to the stove so I can drop this in there. Well, maybe not yet because the butter has not melted yet. I was that fast with the onion and I did not cry. So this is a win. All right, so we'll wait for this to melt a little bit more and then we'll drop in our onions. All right, so our butter is all melted. Let's throw it in the pot, in the pan, and we'll let this saute for about 6 minutes. Then we'll add in our mushrooms. But let's head over here because I am going to try using this. I do not have my grater at the moment. A friend has it. I won't mention her name, Kathy, and she has it for now, but I'm gonna try this out and see if this works because I don't think I've used this for cheese before. So here we go. Not mad at it. All right, now our cheese is ready. All right, so now that that's all grated, we can head back to the stove. We'll do some stirring around, make sure that's all set, and then we can get our eggs ready. So let's head over to the stove. And I also need to get a handy dandy spatula. I'm gonna stir this around, and we're gonna let this saute for a couple more minutes. We'll be back. All right, so while our onions are sauteing, let's get ready for our egg mixture. So we are going to take 6 eggs and we're gonna combine that with some cream and some garlic powder and some salt and pepper. And then once our mushrooms and onions and spinach are all sauteed, we'll combine it to the egg mixture, and then we will dump that into our pie crust. Quiches are like super easy to make and get ready, especially if you have like a brunch that you're preparing for, or even like Christmas morning or Thanksgiving morning. It's so easy to have ready, and there's not, much to do other than getting the ingredients together and then throwing that into the oven. It's the easiest thing. Just dabbing the yolk. Now let's add in our cream, which is a cup, our garlic powder, which is a teaspoon, I believe. Yep, a teaspoon. And a teaspoon of kosher salt and pepper. And we will mix it all together. Okay. Hoping I have a big enough bowl for everything. I can see it's gonna be a little dicey. All right. That does not want to come off. Okay. Let's go head over to the stove if I can. Is this gonna level? No, 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 we can't. Let's get it. Let's get it, people. Oh, okay, we're just leave it there. Let's head over to the stove. All right, so our onions are all ready. Let's add in our mushrooms. And we're gonna let that saute for a little bit. And start to see them kind of shrink a little bit with the heat and the butter. And then once we feel good about the mushrooms being all sauteed, the last step would be adding the spinach, and that takes like 1 minute because they wilt so fast. So let's wait this out. I'll keep stirring, but I'll be back. All right, so our mushrooms have cooked down super nicely. So I'm gonna add in our spinach, which is about 2 cups, and we're gonna let this melt down, or wilt down, I should say, as we stir. And as soon as that's done, or this is done, we will combine this with our egg mixture and then get our gruyere together, and then it'll be one big happy quiche ready to go into the oven. It'll take about 45 minutes in the oven, and then we can stuff our face with some yummy quiche. You know, I was worried about the bowl not being big enough, but you always forget how much this really packs down. So we should be good. All right, we are all set. Let me get this last piece in there. Okay. Doesn't feel like enough enough spinach, but I'm following the rules except the Swiss. All right, let's take this off. Head over here. Give it a last little stir. Okay, so let's add in our, here we go again with my whisker. Stir in our, oh, there we go, mixture, our mushrooms, and then, oh, don't leave any mushroom behind. And then also add in our gruyere. Yes! All right. So now this, I should probably get a spoon. Oh, this is doing it. This is fine. All right. I am gonna dump this into our pan. And we were gonna throw this in the oven. That's right, all this yumminess. Oh, I'm making a mess. I am making a mess. All right, we are gonna throw this in the oven. Does she want us to cover it? Let's see. Cover it. Wait, bake until the quiche is slightly golden and set in the center until blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're good, we don't need to cover it. If it gets too brown, that's when we start to cover it. It's set, it looks yummy, doesn't it? Yes. All right, let's throw it in the oven, 45 minutes at 350. See you then. All right, y'all, it is time to try our mushroom quiche here. I know it's gonna be a good because I've made this before and it's always a hit, and I love mushrooms and I love quiche. So good, so tasty. I love the mushrooms. I love the garlic powder and the salt and pepper and the egg. It's such a nice little subtle hint in the quiche, but it's so tasty. This is so easy to make. So if you're having guests over, if you're having, you know, it's a holiday morning, make this, put it in the oven, and then you have 15 minutes back to spend with your family. It's so easy. And you can get really creative if you want to have maybe different vegetables in here, asparagus, or you know, if you want to throw in some meat, this is the way to do it. It's so, so tasty. So thanks so much for stopping by today at the Peppered Peach to help me make this amazing quiche. If you make it at home, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much. Have a good rest of your day. See ya. All right, so our mutter. Hi. One of the great things about living on a farm is that we always have a surplus of fresh eggs in the barn. You can come out now, honey. It's so tasty, and I love every bite of it. This is so easy, like I said, to make. If you're having like a brunch, or if you're having something, no,